Well everyone, we are back with Death Note episode 9. Last episode, we end with Light eating a potato chip. But on a more serious note, Light's house is rigged with a bunch of surveillance cam by L, and Light's father are looking at it, and they didn't see anything. But L, being the smart person that he is, definitely sees something wrong because it's too perfect. That is a theory, by the way. That's just my theory on the way I see the scene happening, because L was like looking things, and like this Light fellow, he's smart, but I think he's acting a bit too smart. You know what I mean? So it'll be interesting to see how things are gonna progress, and especially how how Light or Kira is going to be executing his plans, because now he isn't really free in his house, because again, cameras all over the place, right? So he needs to be more discreet, and he needs to be more tactical in how he's going to write the Death Note, and especially timing it so that they won't suspect him. I did mention this in the episode discussion for the previous episode, but I do feel like we are getting closer to where Light is going to meet L. I feel like that's going to be inevitable. I did also mention that I asked a question last episode, rhetorical question, by the way, don't answer it. I asked, like, is L going to visit Light's house, like further inspection and whatnot? That could happen. And seeing the episode title for this episode, Encounter, what are we encountering? So that's literally the only thing that I am looking forward to. Not really, but like it's on my list, right? L finally meeting Light in person is going to be something that will, in my opinion, will change how the story is gonna progress. Because when they meet, they won't know they won't know who they're meeting. They're probably meeting, they probably think, like, oh, this is just a stranger, right? But we as an audience know who these two people are. So it will be interesting to see how their interaction is gonna go, because I feel like it's inevitable. We are going to be 9 episodes into the show, and I feel like these past few episodes have been setting up. It's all build up, right? We're setting up our key players. We're setting up who our main characters are, because previously, when it comes to like Light's opposition, there isn't really any entity, is what I'm trying to say, right? Like the police, they're all in shambles, they're all scrambled and everything, and L himself isn't really fully participating in this kind of event. But now we finally have this entity where L is teaming up with Light's father and the rest of the police volunteers, like Matsuda, for example, where we finally know, like, these are the people who are trying to stop Light, and so far Light is a one-man army, right? But then again, there are a few characters that we have not seen in the OP yet, like that female character that we see towards the end of the OP. So I'm still wondering, like, how she is going to be factoring into this show. But either way, I feel like I'm stalling enough. This is Death Note episode 9. You are what? But anyways, I am stalling way too much. This is Death Note episode 9. If this is your first time watching, there is a full-length timer-based reaction in the description below. So if you want to watch the full episode with me, you can just use your own copy of Death Note, sync up with the timer, and then you can watch the full episode with me. Links in the description, or I'll just put it right here. And if you want to watch the next episode there is early access over at Patreon, so that's one way if you want to support me as well. And as always, if you do enjoy the reaction, hit the like and subscribe, and share the video as well. Without any further ado, let's watch Death Note episode 9. Alright, if you're watching the full-length timer-based reaction, I'm gonna start a countdown in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my. I love I love the dramatic music as Light is just basically reading porn. Ryuk is definitely an interesting character. Hmm. So what is he gonna do this time? Yeah, you need the big guns, right? True. A little death note there being cut and inside the book. Ooh, nice camera movement. I don't believe that. For some reason, I don't believe that. This is either showing that Light is doing a really great job at concealing his identity, or L is is suspecting of him, but doesn't know. I mean, L probably has a suspicion, but he doesn't want to tell Light's father. I'm forgetting his name. Focusing on Light. No, no. L does not know that Light is Kira, because we're getting his inner monologue right now. Yep, exactly. Okay. But getting rid of L is like long-term goal. Like, that's still far away. First, you need to know who L's real name is. Ah, okay. Young sir, why aren't you working on your... No, 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 there's no way. Oh, why is he here? Why is he here? Unless what I said was true, that L really was expecting light, which is the only reason why I can think of L going into the same college, test that light is going for. Hmm. Oh, the cherry blossoms. Seasonal change. Do we get a time skip? I guess we did. He's the representative. My God. Is it L? Flawless. Yeah, literally polar opposites. The way he's holding it. And because we are in college, this is how we're going to meet with the female character in the OP. Soichiro, that's the name of his father. Damn it. Is L trying to recruit Light? I feel like that's the case. I feel like Light. I'm sorry. I feel like L is trying to recruit him. He is. He Psychological battle. Yeah. Keep your composure if you don't want to. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Love this presentation. Red and blue, and everything else is muted. Wow. So L really. Wow. Okay. Mm-hmm. If he is L, Ryuk already knows his name because it's already showing up on top of him. Yeah. Yeah. You don't want to do that. That's the question, though. Watari, I see you. Okay, so even though he is a college student, he still lives in his house. Okay. I thought he was gonna live in a dorm or something, right? To change things up, but okay. Oh, it got to him. Mm-hmm. But he's not gonna do it. At least not yet. Ooh. This OST. Yeah, this is a side of L. I'm sorry, Light that we have not seen. Yeah, the psychological warfare between them. Oh god. Oh god. Wow, the instant switch in his demeanor. True. Well, I did say before watching the episode that these two are probably gonna meet, but didn't expect to be this episode, but hey, progress, right? So, where do I start? I guess I'll just immediately talk about my thoughts on how I feel like the story is gonna move forward from now. So, L and Light has finally met. They don't know that Light knows. I mean, not really. Both of them don't know if either one is truly L or Kira, and that's the interesting part. And this is, in my opinion, this is when Death Note truly begins. Now I feel like Death Note has finally started. And I'm not saying that the previous episodes were bad. No, they're great. They're great setup episodes. This is when the plot truly starts and click. This is when I feel like the psychological battle truly begin. Because now our two protagonists and antagonists, I guess L is the antagonist, even though he is, you know, they're both fighting for justice, but in their own way. But anyways, now we have our two main characters finally meet each other, and they are going to figure out who they truly are, right? And being in a college setting is something that I didn't really expect from Death Note. I thought this is going to be a fully high school setting, but no, it's an actual setting in college. So I am really excited, and I kind of appreciate it. Here's the thing. I've said this before in the episode multiple times, where at first I thought that L has great suspicions on Light. But the more the episode progresses and the more we get to see and hear L's inner thoughts and monologues, the more it becomes apparent that no, L does not know or doesn't really suspects that Light is Kira. Now, if those aren't really inner monologues that L was talking, and he is actually like speaking to other people like Watari or the other policeman, then I can safely assume that he's just saying that in order to hide his true feelings and intentions, which is that he is suspecting Light. But now I feel like he isn't, because obviously if he does suspect Light, then we as an audience should know this from his inner monologues, and his inner monologues are complete opposites of what I just said. I genuinely believe that L doesn't know or doesn't really suspect that Light is Kira. Having said that, he did say, like, there's a 5% chance, but like, it's only 5% though. Unless L is doing like a 5-head move and also fooling the audience. But I don't know. This is when I really struggle to to have a grasp on L's character, Light is way more upfront, right? Because with Light as the main character, as the main protagonist, we know a lot more on how Light works, how he operates, how he thinks. And especially after this encounter where he started to have a bit of a breakdown and then just snaps and goes psycho mode and started laughing like and said no, this is according to plan, you know. But like with Light, we know that he is starting. With Light, we know that he suspects L a lot right now, and he needs to be very cautious. One wrong move and he would basically fuck it all up and reveal himself that he is Kira, right? But with L, I still am not sure. I really am not sure. Like L is trying to recruit Light, but now I don't know if that is actually him genuinely wanting to recruit Light because of how he sees him through like the surveillance cameras and obviously the entrance exam, right? Seeing like how smart he is and how he has helped the police in many ways in the past before. Like L sees potential in Light, so that's like one reason why, in my opinion, L would actually try to recruit Light to his side. But at the same time, it also kind of feels like L is purposely trying to recruit Light because he actually suspects Light. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. This is like one situation where the character, we as an audience know L is smart, right? We know that L is smart. So when he does something that is like, I wouldn't say that this is stupid, but like something that is out of the ordinary, I'm actually like, I can't really read you, L. I can't really put my finger on you. I really can't. I kind of like that. I actually kind of like that. Because it presents a level of unpredictability, at least for me. Like, I don't know about you guys, you know. I mean, obviously, you guys watching this already have seen Death Note, so you already know what's going on and what's gonna happen. Don't spoil me. But I'm just saying, as of right now, this is very interesting. But at the same time, I have no idea where L's true like goal and like perspective is right now. Kira, with Kira, it's perfectly clear his like position right now. He is scared, but at the same time he is also like he's scared, but he's also cautious, right? He's scared because if this is L, then it's gonna be a big world of trouble for him, but he is also cautious because he doesn't want, you know, to accidentally reveal himself. And he is like still figuring out and wondering like who this person's name truly is, because we know L is not like a real name. But when it comes to L, again, don't know his angle. I don't know his goals. Obviously he wants to find Kira, but why is he specifically going towards Light? Because there's no basis to essentially confirm or deny that he is suspecting him, because this entire time we see him not really suspecting him at all. So yeah, I am actually excited to see where things goes next, because I genuinely have no idea where it's gonna go. Having said that, I do have some predictions, right? I feel like L and Light are gonna become like really close. I mean, that's inevitable. They have to become close because they want to investigate each other. At least we know that Light is going to be investigating investigating L, but I don't know if L is right now necessarily trying to investigate. But then again, why would he go to college though? That's like, the only reason why he would go to college is because he would be investigating him. Ah, fuck the show. Fuck this show, seriously. But yeah, I feel like both of them are gonna become close, and in the process, we're probably going to meet the female character that we've been seeing all this time in the opening, and their like friendship in quotations is gonna be something that I am actually really looking forward to, because I want to see and I want to learn how their interactions and how it's gonna go, because eventually they are going to figure out who is who, right? Eventually that's gonna happen, and it's a matter of how much of that friendship is a lie and is the truth, right? Obviously it starts with a lie, because they're not really trying to be friends, they're just trying to investigate each other. But the more they're going to be building up that friendship is when it gets interesting, because usually and typically in storytelling, that's when they actually learn and figure out, oh my god, we're actually close friends, but I have a mission, so I have to kill you. So, you know, interesting stuff for the future. And when it comes to like the female character, because we haven't seen her yet, so I can't really predict much, but all I can really say is maybe she can become like a romantic interest for Light, and how she's gonna factor into the Death Note, I don't know. Like, it would be really, it is going to be interesting if she actually knows that that Light is Kira, or she knows of the existence of the Death Note, right? That would be interesting, because by then the idea of trust becomes more and more prevalent, because what are you gonna do, right? Are you gonna tell the world, or are you just gonna zip it and not tell anybody? Again, predictions, theories on a character that we have not been introduced yet, so I could be way off. But from the visuals of the opening alone, we see her like crying in the rain, so maybe some things happens. Who knows? Another thing that I am also really interested to see later on is the psychological battle between the two. Like I said, now that both of them have met and both of them are essentially trying to get close to one another, the psychological battle between the two, the battle of minds, is going to be way more prevalent in the story than it was before. Because in the previous episodes, it's mostly like the battle is mostly like on a very long distance, like through monitors, through screens, through other people, right? But now, since they are in literally close proximity, now it's also a matter of like how your mannerisms are gonna go, how you're going to act with, you know, when you're close with each other. Because one single like wrong action, wrong move, like if you just twitch for a moment, right, the other person is gonna look at it and they are gonna be suspicious, because these are essentially the most smartest person in this entire story, right? So that is also something that I'm really looking forward to. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Death Note episode 9. I don't think I have anything else that I want to say. Yeah, there's not much I want to say, actually. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Most of the stuff that is in this episode are also in like other episodes, like the mannerisms with Light. I still enjoy Ryuk being an interesting character, and the world of the Shinigami. I forgot about this. I don't know how this part of the story is going to like factor in to the grand scheme of things, because we've only seen this like 2 or 3 times so far, and they're like really short. But the Shinigamis, they have their own opinions, especially on Ryuk and his human friend, right? I don't know. Obviously with this plot, it's going to be tying in with Ryuk's character, and Ryuk's character so far has been pretty mysterious and pretty unknown to us. He is a fun character, and sometimes out of nowhere he is the comedic relief, which is fucking crazy, right? But he is in a weird way. But yeah, this part is still something that I am not really. This is a part that I still don't know where it's gonna go direction wise, but it will be interesting to see, you know, the potential of maybe some Shinigamis visiting Earth and interacting with Ryuk and saying, hey, what the fuck is going on? You know what I mean? So yeah, that's pretty much it for this episode. If you do enjoy the video, hit the like, subscribe again. Greatly appreciate it. And I will see you all next week for the next episode of Death Note. Take care, guys. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are back for some more Death Note, episode number 10. Last episode, we end up with L and Light finally meeting each other in college, of all places. And this is going to be interesting because these two are, I assume, are going to create a friendship of some sorts. Now, obviously this friendship is built on lies, because these two aren't really trying to be friends. Both of them are trying to investigate one another. At least that's what I think, because L is a character that I cannot even predict at this point. I don't know if L is actually trying to investigate Light, or is L truly believe that Light cannot be Kira. That's why he is recruiting him. I don't know, but either way, they are going to be forming a friendship. I can predict that, and it's only a matter of time when both of them realize who they're actually dealing with. So that is going to be pretty interesting. I think that's pretty much it. The psychological warfare is about to begin, I hope. And if you are new here, if you want to watch the full-length version, there is one in the description below. So if you want to watch the full episode with me, you can just sync up your own copy with the timer that I provide. Again, link in the description below if you want to watch the full-length timer-based reaction, or you can just click here and it will direct you immediately to the YouTube video. If you want to watch the next episode immediately, you can watch it by joining the Patreon. There's an early access tier. Links again in the description below. And if you do enjoy the reaction, hit like, subscribe as always, and share the video. It means a lot to me. Without any further ado, let's watch Death Note episode 10. Alright, if you're watching the full-length time-based reaction, I'm gonna start a countdown in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Are we going to finally meet you in this episode? Random mystery girl? It's been 9 episodes. Doubt. Mm-hmm. The bonding of friendship begins. I I like the fact that L just never changes his clothes. Mm-hmm. But okay, I'm starting to get a better picture of L's character thought process right now. It feels like L doesn't want Light to be Kira. Like he doesn't want to believe that. But that 5% chance is bugging him a lot. I feel like that is the case. Oh, I need to go back to the previous episodes, but I feel like they added, like some facial hair on him. It's kind of cool little detail, showing the progression in time. Hmm. Oh, I love this. Like both of them are like so worked up in the mind, but they're just playing tennis. She was in the previous episode. This is the most psychological game of tennis I've ever seen. Hmm. Wow, they're both in the same wavelength? That is amazing. He lost. But I get, um, what do I get the feeling that that's like foreshadowing? He just flats out says it. Okay. How is he gonna react? Psychological warfare, baby. It is a nice spot. Wait, what? Oh, okay then. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't. Yeah, I was about to say. Elle is testing him. Hmm. But is it not suspicious at all? Wow. Even if you are Kira. Like there's nothing else to lose, basically. Yeah. Yeah, getting a light on the case is actually better than not having him on the case at all, at least for L, obviously. Yes, he does. Mm-hmm. 7%. This is great. This entire sequence is great. He really wants Light to be part of his team. Both of them. Watari? Whoa. That was unexpected. Working on this case must be really hard for him. Like, stressful, in fact. But this is the proof that he needs. But this is very coincidental. Now it's just a matter of getting his real name. It would be terrible for you as well. Because the immediate time that L dies, they'll definitely investigate you. So many plot, um, so many plot elements moving right now. Interesting that they haven't brought up his fiancée, Miss Naomi, was it her name? Joined the police force. that's how crazy it is. The way they kept saying that there's no way that he is Kira. There's no way that he is Kira. Mm. Mm. An unlucky person. Yeah, yeah. It becomes more suspicious the more you're trying to clear your name. Really. What? What is it? Subtitles. Is it real? No, no. 100% I don't think it is. And I'll tell you why in later in the discussion. Okay. Episode 10 of Death Note. Good episode, but I want to talk about this first. Okay, this is the reason why I don't think this is real. As in, this isn't by Kira himself, because I don't think, I don't know, it doesn't feel in character for Light or Kira to be doing this. But it could be, but I'll tell you why I don't think it is first. Okay, the reason why I don't think it is because I feel like this is something that is a setup for the actual Kira to reveal himself. Correct theory, but I don't think this is by Kira. I feel like this could be from somebody else. It could either be from L, which is also off character, but at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised if this is like his way of like fighting Kira. Again, we don't know the context of what those the messages are. Another thing that I do think of is Kira has become more of like an idol or a religion of some sort, right? For some people, and those people could also be the one who is sending these messages. Like they are doing this in the name of Kira, right? But if this is actually Kira, if this is actually Light who is the one who is sending them, then obviously he has a plan, and I don't know what that plan is. But it is really sort of off character, in my opinion, for Light or Kira to be doing this sort of thing. But I don't know, we shall see. I mean, Death Note has proven time and time again to completely subvert my expectations and completely shamble all of my theories and predictions. But anyways, let's talk about one of the greatest tennis scene of all time. Not really, but it is an interesting scene nonetheless. This is the psychological warfare that I was talking about, and we're finally seeing it. And they did the this sort of thing in a very, the fact that they use tennis, just, you know, them playing tennis, fighting each other, you know, in a friendly way, I think is really smart. And it's the idea that both of these characters are thinking the same way, you know, like in the same wavelength, but, you know, and for the same purpose of like, I want to take you down. I just don't know how, and I'm not really sure if you are my actual target. We just need full confirmation, right? And that is basically the entire scene. Like they kept like talking to themselves, like their inner monologues, right? And I love the slow build-up of them just like talking, overlapping with one another about like their plan and what they want to do, and then eventually they cross paths and finally said, no, we need to go to the headquarters to finally get, you know, like a full-on confirmation. Like that is one thing that both of them has reached, and I don't know, it's a really fun scene. I really enjoyed that. But L lost in this fight. Now, I said it before, I said it in the reaction, and I don't know again, but could this be foreshadowing? Don't spoil me, but could this be foreshadowing that L will eventually lose? I feel like it might be. Because one, L is not the main character. He does not have plot armor. So, and judging from like the previous episode and this episode, Light or Kira definitely has the upper hand right now, because for him, now he knows that he is L. It's just a matter of finding out his name. Whereas with L, he's still unsure if this person, Light, is actually Kira. All Light has to do is figure out his name, L's true name, and then it's over. It's done. And Light so far has done I would say a pretty good job at disguising himself and concealing his identity as Kira. But it also seems like the more he is concealing it, the more he's revealing it. And you know, it is prevalent when L himself is like, the chances of you being Kira, you know, from like 5% to like 7% now. You know, obviously L is starting to see, you know, like, this kid is going through so much length to prove that he is innocent. Like psychologically speaking, if you are innocent, then you should feel fine. You should be more comfortable, right? Because you know you're innocent. You don't really have to prove anything. If they would investigate you, they'll eventually find that you are innocent. So really, you don't really have to be afraid of anything. But we know that Light is not innocent. Light is Kira. So Light trying to basically find any means to prove that he is innocent is just kind of like sugarcoating it a bit, you know, kind of like sprinkling, you know, the more sus thing, like, you know what I mean? Like, people who keep saying that I'm innocent starts to feel a bit guilty, you know? So the start of their friendship, I guess, and I just love their interactions throughout this entire episode, because it's like both of them are like trying to make sure to not intimidate the other while also trying to conceal each other's like true intentions. And as an audience, we know that they're not really doing a pretty good job, but for both of them, being the smart persons that they are, they're like, this person's really good, and I don't know if this person is really good because I just think he's really good, or because he's actually innocent. You know what I mean? So honestly, cannot wait to see more interaction between the two. And if Light eventually joins the investigation, it will become very interesting, because at that point you're like, well, then what is he gonna do? What's the plan? How is he going to help L? Obviously, he's trying to not make sure L figure out that he is Light, and that entire process is going to be something that we will be experiencing later in the future. One thing that I do want to mention is this: the talk about people who has that kind of power are unlucky and are unhappy. That is interesting. That is interesting. It's the idea of when you have so much power, then you would essentially be unsatisfied anymore because you already have it all. And it's the delusion that Light is experiencing right now, where he proclaims by the end of this episode that, no, I am actually really happy with my current situation right now, and I don't like, and I don't disagree with that, because so far Light is doing, you know, Light does not show that he hates being this omnipotent, you know, decider of fate. Light is having a pretty good time, contrary to what his father said. But then again, we're only, what, 10 episodes into the show? We still have 16 episodes left. It remains to be seen. How much can this Death Note brings you happiness? Because I can guarantee you, by the end of this show, this person right here is not gonna be happy. And that's pretty much it for Death Note episode 10. Ladies and gentlemen, if you do want to watch the next episode again, you can get it on early access on the Patreon, links in the description below. And if you do enjoy this video, hit the like and subscribe again if you haven't already. And share the video, it means a lot to me. And I will see you all next week for the next episode of Death Note. Take care, guys.